Hey guys, Xoranath here. Today I'm going to talk to you about a Decaying Colossus team. This team has been hitting about 14.6 million for me, and after a couple tests. I do want to say I didn't come up with the particular comp. One of my guildies, Marshalling, tipped me off to this, and I believe he found this comp somewhere on Discord. I tried to look to see if I could find out exactly who it was and give them some credit. If you guys know kind of who originated with this comp, let me know. I'll put a link to them down in the description if we figure it out. But that said, I have no idea what gears they were using. I'll show you guys what what I'm working with, and like I said, with this team, I'm hitting about 14.6 million, give or take. It can vary a little bit, but most of your damage is going to come from the Red Ripper and the Red Gunslinger here. Everybody else is here for support. Couple things to note when we're talking stats here. So the let's see if I can see it here. Yeah, so he has this defense protocol, which is going to reduce the crit rate by 30%. So just keep that in mind as you guys are putting up your stats on, or putting your gears up. Is you're gonna face a minus 30 crit rate. We're gonna counteract that with the Clockwork because he's gonna give the crit buff, which is gonna be plus 30. So it's just gonna kind of counteract the passive from the boss. But I'll click in here, show you guys the gears, talk through kind of what stats to focus on. So Red Ripper, like I said, he's going to be one of your main damage dealers, so you're going to build him on damage. I'm running right now speed, attack, and crit damage on him. I'll click through these other gears. You guys can pause. Couple things to note is, so his S1 is attack-based, and his S2 is attack-based and speed-based. So for him to do damage, he's actually a little stat hungry for a couple things, right? So you want to make his crit. You want him to crit all the time, basically, right? And so we are a fire unit. We're going into tree, so you want to aim for hitting a minimum of 85. I could probably squeeze in one more crit rate here, but if you have 85 and you have the crit bonus, you guys should be critting every time. He isn't always going to have the crit bonus in the match, so if you want to give him more crit rate than this, you probably could. I find that, at least in my initial testing, this is getting me over the 10 million, so I didn't fuss with it. But yeah, stats to focus on for him. Give him crit damage, give him good attack. You want to give him speed because his S2 is speed based as well. And then just give him whatever HP you can spare so that he survives. Because once he dies, you're gonna lose like 50% of your damage output on your team. So there you go. And of course for EVs, try to give him some attack. I kind of wish he had more HP up here, but what can you do? Next unit is the Fire Gunslinger. So this is your other main damage dealer. He is, you can build him, whatever runes you have that are, or gears you have that are just good on damage. I have mine on Echo right now to take advantage of, his passive here, where whenever he hits and crits, which we're going to crit all the time, you're going to increase action bar, and then if you have Echo on him, that'll just proc more. You don't have to run Echo on him. You could try some other things if you want, just, as long as you have good attack, good crit rate, good crit damage, etc. So for him, it's kind of the same thing as your Red Ripper. You want him to, hit that 85 crit rate, give him as much crit damage as you can, give him as much attack as you can, HP for survivability. Speed isn't as important on him because his abilities, they are, his S1 does have a speed multiplier, but it's, I don't think you need to make him as fast. You give him speed, it will make him do more damage, but compared to the Ripper, maybe not as much. Yeah, and what I'm running on him, so we have attack, crit damage on him. Click through these other gears. And I do have an Inspire set on there just for, we were able to hit the crit rate without using the Fatal Rune, so I just threw an extra Inspire set on him just to give the team some extra damage in there. Next unit we'll talk about is the Light Robo, and if you guys don't have Light Robo, you could do like Red Robo, things like that, but Light Robo, I like him. I have him on full Inspire. I'm running on speed, HP, and HP for survivability. He's not a damage dealer. He's here to basically recover HP, reduce cooldown, and boost attack bar. That's basically what he's here for. He can put defense down, which maybe he'll do every once in a while, but you know, really for him, just focus on giving him good speed and then make him survivable. So give him good HP. Click through some of these, you know, some of these other gears as well. And you know, I didn't really focus on grinding up his stuff because he really just needs to be there. You know, so having extra stats on him isn't super important. Next unit is the Popo Rider. So Popo Rider is here for a couple reasons. This S3 is nice to give your team some action bar boost and speed up. S2 is going to put defense down, attack down. The attack down is particularly important to, you know, help reduce the damage your team's taking, and then the S1 can put a blind, so also going to help keep your team alive. So do recommend running the green Popo in there. You can do a full Inspire set on this if you want. I have a mix of Inspire, and then I threw in an HP set, a Bless set in here. Just see if your team's dying early. If you're dying early, you know, give some more HP. You know, throwing in a couple Bless sets here and there could help your team survive. You know, at some point I might even just switch this over to Inspire. I just need to play around with it some more. But we're running speed, accuracy, and HP. I'll click through these other ones. Make sure you guys, if it's like 80, 85 accuracy or something you want to aim for, make sure you give it good accuracy so that you're landing all your debuffs. You want your defense down, attack down, and blind to all land whenever they can. Other things, so I did try to run this with HP, and I tried to run it with speed. I think I like the speed on it better. I tried to experiment with HP because this was one, in a couple runs, this is the first unit that died. So I figured, hey, let's put some more HP on it. Didn't end up making the run any better because the sacrifice for the speed for the boosting didn't end up making much of a difference. It was, you know, within 1 million damage. So you guys could run speed or HP here. If you're surviving, I'd say go for speed. Yeah. And then the last unit to talk through is the Clockwork. Clockwork is here for this S3, which it'll put buffs up on your team based on the luck rate that you have. So basically for stats, we're going to just be pumping luck into Clockwork. The buffs you can get are the attack up, crit up, and healing over turn. Attack up and crit up are obviously good for our damage dealers. And healing over turn is just going to be, this is going to be one of our main sources of sustain. And the thing I really like about the Clockwork here is it's for 3 turns. Your damage dealers are going to be cycling so fast that they'll blow through the 3 turns of the buff pretty quickly, and they might not even have it the whole time. His other abilities don't really matter all that much. I have him just on a full Inspire set right now, and I'm running Luck, HP, and HP for survivability. I'll click through the other ones here. He isn't really a huge damage dealer either. He does do some more in this dungeon, though, just because of the fire attribute. But, you know, I just try to make him survivable and give him as much, luck as I can. If you guys want to try, like, Discover sets on him, you could, but you might be missing out on some of the extra damage for your main damage dealers, so I'd probably go with Inspire on him. Yeah, and I'll hop into a test battle here. I won't run the whole thing, but I'll just, you know, kind of talk through what's going on here. So, you know, getting the speed buff with our Popo, and really the big rotation is just going to be watching these 2 damage dealers. They're each going to do, you know, roughly 5 to 7 million damage each. These guys here on the left are your main damage dealers. Really, we're just stacking up a bunch of buffs with our support units and then putting a bunch of debuffs onto the enemy here. If you guys want to walk, go check out the video I did for the water jug, or I don't know what the Colossus. If you guys want me to talk through, if you want to try to manual it. But basically, what you're trying to do on manual is keep all of your debuffs on them. So make sure you have the defense down, make sure you have the attack down, and make sure you have the blind on the unit. And then, provided you have all that, just try to stack your buffs up, and then, just cycle through your damage with the your red units over here. And sometimes you could try to time it so that the light Robo is putting the defense up right whenever the turn is about to go. So for survivability, that could make a kind of a marginal difference towards the end of the match, whenever survivability really matters. But whenever I've been testing here, usually either the green Popo dies or sometimes the red Ripper dies, and kind of cuts off your damage. But one thing is a little annoying is that the match will go on for a while. You'll hit over 10 million damage, most likely, if you built stats similar to mine here. But it may last in 50, 60 turns at the end. So just keep that in mind, guys. And like I said, I'll put up on the screen kind of what the results look like, and so it's it's the your 2 red damage dealers doing most of the damage, your Clockwork doing a little bit, and then Popo and the light Robo not really doing all that much. Yeah, but there you guys go. Hopefully that'll help you do some more damage in the Tree Colossus. I think we're gonna try to kill this boss in my guild in the coming week here. We've been focusing on the blue, the light, and the dark so far, but we might do tree, the blue, the green, and the dark this week, and see if we can kill 3 of them. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful, guys. If you liked the video, give me a like, give me a subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.